week, I is capitalized because there's a period. So that's it for capitals. So you check it and read it to make sure all the capitals are done. When you're finishing, you'll check you did that part. If you find one that's a mistake, what I normally have them do is put like a little C above it. The proofreading marks, I usually don't. I tend not to use because there's so many of them to memorize. And in the day of technology, a lot of people don't use editing marks anymore. So I just have to put a C above it. Now usage, use for usage. So what I do again, I would read through it and see if there's any sentences I can combine. Maybe one doesn't sound right. But if it's only punctuation and spelling, it's not a usage thing. But you're just looking for mostly for sentence combining and stuff like that. Mostly sentence combining because you still have punctuation and spelling to go. So I'll read it again. Just go through it. And as I'm going through it, there may be some words that I need to add in certain spots. So that's not punctuation or spelling. So let's see. In the distance, I can hear my eyes widen as I spotted the enormous sliding jumper. The air was filled. Filled. I need to add something here, so I can put a little caret mark, filled, and then put with right there. So I need to add the word with right there, with the smell of barbecue. Who were those kids over there? I rushed over to the slide, and the kids let me play. I couldn't wait to have fun. I had, though, that's a spelling mistake. That's misspelling. Now, the last one, I wish that we could. So I'm going through. I'm still doing the U. Come here every week. That's a spelling mistake. So, and that's all of the usage problems. Some people would say, why don't you just go ahead and do the punctuation and the spelling? The reason why is I can do that. I have no problems as a person who's edited and revised his paper many times in college. But as a fourth grader who hasn't done a lot of it, it's good to have certain steps for them to follow to make sure they're looking at every aspect of the revising and editing. So now for punctuation, let me read through the blue part. The beginning, everything looks good. There's periods, commas, exclamation points. There's my eyes widen, there's an enormous sliding jumper. There's no period after barbecue. So I'm going to go ahead and put a period and circle it because I added it. Who were those kids over there? Question mark. Period, beginning. Boring day, there's a period. Exclamation point. I yell, this is the best ride ever. This is the best ride ever. Let's see. Exclamation. But wait. On this one, I also need to put quotation marks because I actually said it. I yelled and then put quotation marks. Because you actually said it. Alright? And I've been taught, I yelled, period. This should be capitalized. So I'm just going to put 3 lines underneath it real quick. So it's capitalized since it's right there. Now, is the best ride ever, quotation marks. I felt the shivers go down my spine, period. Will the slide be here next year, question mark. I wondered. Some people say, yes, quotation marks in this because it says, I wondered. You're saying it to yourself, so let's go and put them. So I am done with that part. Now it's time to go to I wish that we could come here every week. I will never forget this family day. That's fine right there as far as punctuation. So you see, when people say things, you have to have quotation marks. You're giving them credit for when they say it. Actually, it should be like 2 so you can see it. Now for the last part, spelling. There's a lot of spelling mistakes in here. And what I normally do is put SP for spelling. That's exactly what I'm going to do. In fact, I'm going to switch pens real quick. And I'm going to go to a different color. I'm going to go to there's no